Our story begins with Hera, the wife of Zeus, and the goddess of women, marriage, and birth. Being the wife of Zeus was an extremely difficult task, for Zeus had affairs with dozens of women. In this story, one in particular, Alcmene, a mortal. Hera and Zeus were not your average couple. They were the king and queen of the gods living on Mount Olympus. They were both extremely powerful and would use this factor to their advantage. Hera took herself as the most beautiful of all the goddesses and would become extremely jealous of women sleeping with Zeus. Jealousy would turn to hatred, and Hera, being the queen of gods, was not fond of being disrespected and would make sure this hatred was avenged. From Zeus's affair with Alcmene came the half-god, half-mortal Heracles. On the day of Heracles' birth, Zeus proclaimed Heracles to become a high king of his house. Hera, knowing this was the son of Zeus's adultery, sent 2 snakes to kill baby Heracles. However, baby Heracles strangled the 2 snakes and used them as rattles until help arrived. Zeus wanted baby Heracles to become strong and powerful in the case of something like this happening again. So, Zeus took Heracles in the night to the chambers of his wife Hera. Hera, being the goddess of birth, was said to have mystical breast milk, and any child to suckle her teat was known to be given godly powers. Knowing Hera would never feed Heracles, Zeus waited until Hera was asleep to begin feeding the child. However, baby Heracles was too rough and pinched Hera's breast, causing her to wake in a commotion. Upon realizing the child feeding from her breast, Hera was both startled and furious, immediately pulling Heracles away. By doing this so suddenly, a spurt of breast milk flew across the dark sky. This spurt of milk created what we know today as the Milky Way. We end our story where we began, in a galaxy we know barely anything about today. Whether you want to believe this story or not, there is something we can all take away from this tale. That is the power and sacredness of a nursing mother, and how important and special the act of nurturing really is.